Hello, everybody, and welcome to my stream. You're in the right place. Just want to do a sound check first off, make sure everyone here can hear me, and hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's a sunny one over here, and luckily not too warm. I'm not sweating on stream yet, so that's a positive. Well, anyways, welcome. First off, I got a bit of a real life rant for you guys. You know who the real villain is? Or I guess what the real villain is? How about those mosquitoes that show up late at night and, fly by your ear? You just keep hearing buzzing, and then you turn on the light and look for it. You're looking all around, and it's just you can't find it anywhere. It doesn't make sleeping that easy. Come on, these things really need to shape up for us. But anyways, you amazing geeks, nerds, fans, however else you guys identify yourselves, welcome in. This is my second stream, so I'm very excited to hear from all of you. Gotta say, I I was looking forward to doing a fancast live stream because in the past I've done fancasts where I put out the video and then just throw it out to you guys and wait for a response, but getting it in real time is a lot more different. And normally I film on my phone here. That's a little inside information for all of you. I tend to prop it up on a stand and film my skits from mostly this table. Sometimes out there in the living room, sometimes in other rooms, but it's always a fun time. All right, got a couple of rants for you guys about on DC Comics. Not as much about real life mosquitoes this time, although hmm, maybe a Mosquito Man could be a great character. Though I guess it might be a bit of an annoying character, so who knows? Maybe that doesn't play well towards the whole goal there. But first off, uh, as someone who recently went over to see a Spider-Man Brand New Day, it should worry you as a DC Comics fan, and I think it should worry James Gunn the most. Marvel was kind of coasting. They were making movies that were starting to sort of drop off the map a bit, and it gave DC a chance to really catch up. But now it seems like uh, uh, they're they made an amazing movie. It's one that a lot of people have obviously gone to see. It's making millions. It's on track for billions right now, and I mean, uh, I think it's a real sign that Marvel is sort of getting back to their mojo, and James Gunn really needs to start putting out some more content. Another rant related to that coming up in a little bit later. But first, on the movie itself, they really sort of hit that sort of mix between comic bookness and serious moments that they didn't hit the chord quite with Supergirl. Wait, did I lose connection for a moment there? Gotta love internet sometimes. But yeah, they really didn't hit the mark with Supergirl, and now this I think puts a lot more pressure on Ma'am Tomorrow to really be a good movie, maybe even a great movie. You need to start getting those box office dollars in. You need to start getting people to help build your franchise going forward. I mean, the plot twists in the movie that I watched were they were pretty amazing. I mean, I could sort of see a lot coming, but in the end, it was just a well put together movie. And right now, I look forward to seeing the slate that DC does in response to that. Kurt AFK. Big fan. I'm on my lunch break at work, so don't have long. Just wanted to stop by and tell you that your content is awesome. Ah, well, thank you very much. I love hearing that. It's great to hear that I have so many fans, and I'm so touched as always just to know that you guys are enjoying what I put out there. Also, was curious in your thoughts about the Teen Titans. Uh, what about them specifically? I mean, I really love the team. I actually had a would you rather question later on for you guys of would you rather be part of the Justice League or the Teen Titans? And I'm actually saying the Titans because I feel like they're much more of a well adjusted group. They're a group of friends. They really seem like they'd be a lot of fun to hang out with. And I mean, I really want to see a movie for them. I know we had the Netflix series, but it'd be cool just to see, you know, bring them to the big screen and show the relationship with that maybe that Justice team that they set up in Superman. But yeah, big fan of Robin and Beast Boy and Cyborg. Growing up, I mean, Cyborg was actually my favorite character in the animated series that they had out. Now, fans that have watched my content know that I'm not always critical of James Gunn, but today I also need to levy a bit more criticism, specifically towards that Booster Gold situation. I mean, come on, another delay. We need to start seeing that character moving forward. I mean, I feel like he could be as big as Lanterns, if not better. I mean, he has a sort of cult following. He's a bit of a goofy character, but like Plastic Man, I could see him sort of being a good comic foil, and I could see a series being very well liked if they can find a good direction for it. So if they can get a creative team going and uh, you know move this series along. Also, curious guys, before we get into everything else, are there any characters you'd like to see me play going forward? Is there anyone you want to see in a skit, maybe in a near distant future? And back on a note on the Booster Gold series, I mean, I'd honestly prioritize it over that Jimmy Grodd thing, which I'll admit. Okay, I think it's fine now. Wi-Fi issues are always a fun little adventure. It seems. All right, so I'm just getting to my next notes. I'm one of those types that just I need to have a script because if I go off, I just start going off on a tangent, and then my mind just shoots away somewhere else. Also, makes me kind of miss jump cuts because then I can just take bits of the scripts, put it all together for you guys, and throw it out there. But I mean, again, I love hearing from you guys. I love knowing what you guys are thinking, what you guys want to see, what do you guys want to hear. It's a great community that I have here. But now, on to that meat of the situation. That juicy, succulent part of the conversation that I call a fan cast. Well, if I didn't just have lunch recently, I'd be hungry right now with that description. So let's get into the fan cast. I actually had a viewer recently say that they love to see a Liam Neeson fan cast, so that's the first part of where I'm going today. Hope you guys enjoy this journey. I know that Neeson played both. Emma played. I was about to say both, but Emma played Ra's al Ghul in Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, and that's where I might go first. But question for the chat: is it Raz, Raish, a bit of both? How do you guys pronounce his name? That's cloaked assassin. That's interesting character. And honestly, I'd love to see him sort of reprise that role. Hello, Cobra ZRT 6006 MS6. Nice to see you. Hope you have a great shift, and thanks for stopping in. It's always great to see you guys. But yeah, I think having Neeson play Ra's al Ghul would some allow for some familiarity. You know, it would some sort of bring back a character that we know and love, and one that I think that people have really been asking for. It would be, of course, great fan service as well, which I know DC has already been doing a bit with Jason Momoa as Lobo, even though his moments in the Supergirl movie were kind of disjointed. I mean, what are you doing with the character? Who really knows? Again, tangent. But now that I'm thinking of it, remember, guys, like and subscribe while you're here. My goat. Great to see you too. Great to see you too. No drip, Tom. I'm happy to have another fan here on the chat. It's great to chat and chat with all of you. Now, where was I? Plus, I mean, Neeson's a great action hero, and I mean, his age kind of, I think, suits him to the Ra's al Ghul role as well. How have I been? Oh, I've been doing actually pretty well, thanks. Uh, had a very nice vacation. Went out actually to this nice town in Ontario where got to explore a beach and a museum, and I mean, staying in a hotel was really the key. Shout out no, sorry. Shout out Gananoque. It was a great time to see you, and I look forward to maybe coming back in the future. And I mean, if we can get Neeson into Roz's, comic book accurate robes, I mean, I think that would be a fascinating moment. Sick. Thank you very much. Gotta say too, I've been a big fan of Liam Neeson. I mean, from his Taken franchise, I kind of ended up binging the whole a bunch of his movies, and he's one of my favorite actors of all time. And next up, could he be great in a mentor role as well? Well, I was thinking that Neeson would make an amazing Jim Gordon. I can see him rocking the role of Commissioner Gordon. He has sort of that demeanor to him. He's a bit of a badass, but I mean, he also kind of wants to make things right. Uh, he wants to do the right thing for everyone, and I mean, I could also see him, rocking that Gordon mustache too. I think it'd be a fascinating look for Neeson. And hey, maybe an Irish Jim Gordon could provide something new to the role. Although, was the character in the original series Irish, or was that Inspector? Or I'm starting to fade out on the uh, Adam West Batman. Just give me 1 second, guys. Get the phone over here. Note to self: put landline phones on silent when going onto a live stream. Rookie move, I guess, but I'm here again, everyone. Ooh, how do I feel about the Nightfall animated movies coming up? Not gonna lie, I'm very excited. The animation looks really cool, and I've been wanting to see the storyline for a long time. I mean, Bane's an amazing character, and I can't wait to see what they do with the whole three. Is it three-part series? I believe that they're doing. But yeah, Liam Neeson going off. Liam Neeson going into the role of Jim Gordon, I think, could allow him to sort of walk off into the sunset of these action movies as a character that, in a way, is kind of walking off into the sunset himself. He's an older cop, and maybe his best days are ahead of him or behind him, I guess. Ahead, behind, you know what I'm saying. By the time Batman shows up. All right, I already mentioned his mustache. I mentioned the Irish thing. But yeah, this role worked for J.K. Simmons, and he was an older actor, and maybe Liam Neeson brings something to the role that we never expected. Really, am I looking forward to how they do Nightfall? Though it's actually one of the first ever comics I ever read. Oh, that's really cool. Sort of creates a bit more nostalgia for you there. I think that yeah, that's a fun connection to have. I mean, uh, kind of like me with Flashpoint. I mean, seeing it for the first time after checking out the comic, it was a really interesting experience. Now, the last two characters I mentioned for Liam Neeson have been Batman related, so I'm about to throw you off. This one's in the Superman universe. Could you guys imagine him as Highfather? You know, the foil to Darkseid. I mean, we've already seen him sort of, as the uh, wise character or the godly character when he played Zeus. So I think that's kind of fitting. And I mean, we do need to sort of bring Darkseid to the big screen as well eventually. So I think that this would be kind of fitting. Plus, I mean, this whole chapter is called Gods and Monsters, and yeah, Highfather's a god. I mean, he's literally part of the new gods. Plus, I mean, these days, wouldn't you say Neeson kind of gives off a bit of that sort of wise grandfather vibe, which Highfather sort of needs in spades? And imagine him in the robes that Highfather wears as well. I think it's just a real good opportunity. And now I'll throw it to the chat. What roles do you think that Liam Neeson should play in a DC Comics movie? Or do you agree with me on one of the three roles that I mentioned? Ooh, Granny Goodness, yes. I've been waiting for a really good Granny because I mean she's really intimidating, and Smallville did her okay, though that whole Darkseid arc was kind of meh to me. All right, stream drink break. That's really dry over here. McFly Guy 1, he would make a great Jim Gordon. Well, thank you for agreeing with me there. Yeah, I'd be fascinated to see what he sort of brings because has this commanding presence that I don't think any real actor could replicate. Ooh, no, honestly, I could see Liam Neeson playing Gentleman Ghost. I think he has the voice for it for sure. Ooh, yeah. I mean, I'd love to see him sort of taking that commanding voice he already has and putting it into sort of this ghostly British sort of sort of form. And I mean, put that ghostly top hat on him and the cool monocle, and you got a really fun adventure, I'd say. Oh yes, Gary Oldman. I've heard that a lot from fans, and honestly, I have to agree because uh, that casting. I mean, maybe save for well, Tom Hardy was okay. I mean, it was more the voice changer that made it impossible to hear anything that he was saying. But overall, the casting was amazing, and Gary Oldman was definitely one of the best Gordons we've ever seen. Really, he sort of brought the role that we all know and love. Now, on another sort of ranty note, I'm gonna say the discourse around the Supergirl movie kind of confuses me, but it also doesn't. Like, was it a great movie? No. It felt severely disjointed. It felt like they kind of rushed it. The writing, I think, failed it the most. I mean, though, it was also kind of watchable. I mean, it was fine. It wasn't like it wouldn't make anyone's top 10. Wouldn't make my top 100, but it also wasn't like campy bad. It was just kind of there. And I mean, the pot shots that were taken at Millie Alcock, I mean, her acting was great and great in the role. And those who said she wasn't exactly attractive, I do not agree with that either. But guess that's a matter of, everyone else's views. I mean, the MCU had some flops, like The Dark World wasn't exactly a great movie, but the MCU still survived after that. So I think again, this movie should put pressure on James Gunn to make a better movie going forward. Man of Tomorrow, especially, needs to really hit those highs, and we really, at this point, need to start getting Batman going. Shout out Batman. Also, will say the side character that Supergirl ran with was kind of useless. I mean, she didn't really add anything to the movie. It was she was again just kind of there, and which I guess is kind of coming off a bit of a theme with the movie. It's just kind of it existed. It was a movie that introduced the character and did stuff. That was it. That's my take on it. What do I think of David Cornsweet as Superman? I actually really liked him. I mean, he brings this sort of country vibe to him. He kind of feels the Kansas guy a bit. I'm not so sure about the twist of you know his family being like this invincible family where they need to conquer the earth. I kind of like the original idea, but overall, I mean, I think he's a great actor, and if they had cut that part out of it, I think there'd be a lot less people criticizing him. Although the Henry Cavill stuff, the Snyder fans, I think, would still not like it because it's just too soon for them. But yeah, Supergirl was definitely a movie that I feel like was missing some ingredients. And uh, ne- this is a learning opportunity. I think they need to learn from it, and they need to keep moving forward and create a universe that is connected. I will say, as a side note, I'm a little concerned about the Paramount merger, but we'll see where that goes. It seems to be something that won't be seen in the near future, anyways. So maybe it's a moot point right now. Yeah. Yes, Batman really needs to be set up. Maybe he could start as like a myth, and through the point of view of a villain, we get to see how much of a problem Batman can be. And then we finally get to see him. Ooh, I really like that. It sort of builds that anticipation. Like, reminds me of when the MCU was first starting up, when they were sort of teasing the Avengers. They didn't actually just shove a movie right into it. You set up your Captain America, your Thor, you even had side characters sort of showing up in other movies. And yeah, I think that we need to sort of connect this universe a bit more. Also, I'll be really fascinated about the casting. I have seen some reports here and there. I don't see anything verified, and it feels like they're not exactly going anywhere with it right now. So, James Gunn, get on that. Give us a Batman that we really want. But the concept of Brave and the Bold sounds fascinating to me. I mean, Damian Wayne has never been in a movie. He's kind of the annoying Robin, as I've noted in my one previous video, which people are kind of divided on, but I'd be fascinated to see what they do with him and how they take his character arc going forward. Now, while you guys are here, I do have a bit of a game for y'all. I sort of teased the would you rather questions before, but here we go. Would you rather live in the absolute universe or the Flashpoint universe? I'll throw it to the chat first. I do have an idea already. Okay, my connection seems good. Haven't gotten any more warnings from YouTube's connection thingy, so that's good. Yeah, I agree with what you guys both say in the absolute universe. I mean, we know that the Flashpoint universe is kind of it comes to an end, like blown up, gone, destroyed, nuclear war. So, and I mean, the absolute universe is insane. There's a lot of characters are horrifying, and it was created by Darkseid. But like, you know that your universe is going to keep going. You're not on like some Krypton ride where yeah, man, you know your days are numbered, and you're not like at war between Atlanteans and Themysterians, Amazons, I guess you'd say. Would be fascinating if they called themselves Themysterians. I wouldn't worry about being in the middle of the Amazon and Atlantean war. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was saying there. Was I mean, you don't want to get caught up in a war between two superpowers where it's all just going to fall apart. And I mean, just imagine being in fear every day of coming in and having fish people coming after you, or uh, women with swords and spears, and the technology. It almost sounds more horrifying than the absolute universe to me. Hmm. Would you guys rather be a lantern or a member of the Flash family? Now, personally, I mean, I'd go with the Flash. I mean, Speed Force just seems to trump a lot of other things. I mean, it's super powerful, uh, and you can time travel. Ooh, No Trip Tom says a lantern. Oh, you both say a lantern. That's fascinating. I mean, it does allow for a lot of creativity. I will admit. I mean, you can basically create whatever your mind uh, thinks of. Do you guys think you'd be green, yellow, or well? I don't want to say orange because I don't want to insult you guys. But like, what part of the color spectrum would you guys identify with? Would you say green? Yeah, willpower. I'm a good choice there. Ooh, red lantern. You're going to get that rage going on. The best of all colors. Green and red. Yeah. We know we have a Christmassy vibe in, well, this is not July anymore. Belated Christmas in July. What else we got here? Would you guys rather work for Joker or Darkseid? I know for me, I'm I'm siding with Darkseid. I mean, with Joker, I feel like yeah, he's unpredictable. You don't know if you're alive one day, dead the next. At least Darkseid maybe needs you when he picks you. Ooh, my own little Death Star. Yeah, as a cat lover, I mean, I'm with you on that one. Yeah, Darkseid, and yeah, Joker is he's a wild card. Though it is a fascinating deep dive to see if Joker is actually insane or if he's actually a calculated villain. I've seen ideas on both sides. I tend to maybe lean towards the calculated. Maybe that's because I made a whole skit about that in the past. You see how fast Joker switched up on Bob in the 8 and 9 movie? Yeah, I mean, he'll just betray you at a moment's notice whenever the sort of need hits him. That's why, I mean, him and Harley are just so toxic. Huh, I never used this yet. Well, other than my skit, but this was what I planned to be my director's hat for the fan casts. Mitch Kramer 12, I love your skits. You're very creative. Oh, thank you very much. I aim to please, and it's a lot of fun making skits for you guys. It's I love bringing the characters to life and sort of poking holes a bit too at some of the issues that some the characters have had in maybe movies or video games or comics. It's just a fun space, and I mean, you guys make it lots of fun too. Because I love seeing your comments afterwards, just reacting to what I had planned and sort of maybe even fueling my ideas because you'll give me things that just never came to me. Yes, the Joe Chill hat, or I guess as he's now known in my universe, Joey Sunshine. Nice to see you all. Now I did have another fan cast ready for you guys. So, Martian Manhunter. Let's pivot from an actor to a character. I have a few ideas on who I think could really fit the role, and I feel like he's a character that hasn't been exactly respected by DC over time. He's someone that I think really needs to, be seen on the big screen, and he needs to have a big actor that's playing him. First one that comes to mind to me is Idris Elba. I know he's already played Bloodsport, I believe, in the one James Gunn movie. Not sure if I can say it via YouTube standards. But I mean, Martian Manhunter can shapeshift, so I don't see a guy who's played more than one role being an issue for this character. And I mean, again, this is another wise character, and we've already seen Idris play Heimdall in the MCU, and that was someone that really helped sort of guide Thor, and maybe Idris ends up being the guiding light for the Justice League. And I mean, he could play a very tragic role with them. You know, the fact that uh, he's lost his universe. Uh, he's lost his universe or his home with Mars, and he would bring some familiarity to the role and some respect to the role as well, and the richness or deepness of his voice would allow for the character to be a bit commanding too. I would say. Ooh, I like that. You could even have multiple actors play him. Yeah, I mean, it would allow for a fun recast, but also like you could have him shapeshifting into multiple people throughout a movie, maybe, which would allow you to sort of see different dimensions, maybe, of the role. Good idea. Plus, I mean, Bloodsport wasn't exactly well known before, so I think he could take the role of Martian Manhunter and really run with it, and sort of maybe grow a new fan base for Martian Manhunter. For his human form, I think Idris is a pretty solid choice, but I'd like to see more Bloodsport, though. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he had a very interesting arc that I think needs to be continued. Now, the next name to me that comes to mind for Martian Manhunter is Denzel Washington. He has been this has been a guy who's been in a bunch of action franchises, and I mean that's a plus already from the start. He brings that name recognition value that I think DC really needs, and this is another actor who is in his some later ages in terms of acting at 71. So again, that could really fit the wisdom of the role of Martian Manhunter, I think. And I mean, Denzel has a way of portraying the emotion that I think some actors might not. He could really bring that pain that Martian Manhunter lives with every day to the role. I was about to say him too. Oh, we got a mind link going. Yeah, yeah. Victory dance going right now. And I mean, Denzel does kind of, resemble his human form a bit too. He has that look of Martian Manhunter that I think is very fitting. And yeah, I had mentioned this before, but name brand can never hurt. Now, my last role is a little bit younger and actually capitalizes on the issues that the MCU is having. What do you guys think about Mahershala Ali as Martian Manhunter? I mean, this would give DC a chance to really scoop up an actor that uh, hasn't really had a chance to grow a franchise, but we already know is very interested in the comic book space. This is someone a bit younger who I think can really grow into the role as well. And yeah, he's a free agent. This is a chance to really stick it to Marvel a little bit to take the spoils that I think James Gunn I think is looking to get some bit of revenge in a way for basically being shelved by the organization. And I mean, at 6'2", he kind of has the profile to really fit a sort of large and intimidating Martian Manhunter, especially the guy that shapeshifts all the time, and another one of those commanding voices that I think could fit in this universe. That makes me now feel the shakes. Great. But anyways, once again, I'm throwing it out to you guys. Do you guys have any other ideas? They did him dirty with Blade. Yes, I very much agree. I've been waiting for that movie for forever, and then it just kind of all just collapsed in on itself. Though I wouldn't be opposed to Wesley Snipes coming back to play the role in his stead. I mean, they already did it a bit with that Deadpool movie, even though it was multiverse. Though we've seen with Sadie Sink's role in Brand New Day that they can both have the older role and the newer one, so who knows? All right, well, next up, I have another would you rather question for you. Would you rather have Batman's money or Superman's powers? Again, this is another where I have an idea already in my head, but I'd love to hear what you guys think as well. I mean, both kind of have advantages in their own way, as I stroke my magnificent beard. Can't really think of anyone else for Manhunter, but I'd like to see some new faces for the role. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it would be a great stage to kind of introduce someone we've never seen before, and maybe they bring something new that we've never seen, and that's how a lot of these roles sort of get going. I mean, did anyone really see Idris Elba being a huge actor until the MCU? Now, personally, with that question I mentioned, I'd go with Superman's powers because I feel like you could still make a good amount of money with those powers. Uh, sure, he has millions, but I mean, would you really do up the ability to have heat vision, super strength? Like you could be the strong man in a show, or you could use those powers to make a living on construction or finding ways, to take advantage of the powers that you have. Maybe flights. You could help out with an airport or something. I don't know. There's just so many opportunities. Superman's powers. I feel like I could change the world for the better quicker than Batman could. Yeah, that's actually a great point there. I mean, you have a chance to really money can only go so far, and we know greed kind of kills things with money. And with Superman's powers, you could uh, help out, lighten fires. You could be all over the world volunteering. You could do so much. True. Only downside is how much responsibility you would hold, and not being able to save everyone despite being powerful could get to some people. Yeah, that's true. That's something I've been looking to incorporate more is a bit of a super therapist. I mean, these guys go through so much. I mean, I hinted at in my one skit with Superman having his emotional downturn and needing to talk to someone about not being as cool as he once was. But there's so many opportunities for Superman to really sort of feel these emotions that we need to see on the big screen as well. You have a lot of countries mad at you for flying and getting involved, though. Yeah, I mean that was kind of the side plot points of the Superman movie, and you'd have countries who also want to use your powers for their advantage too. He could like end up being a part of the government that looks to conquer, which I guess Soviet Superman had a bit of that storyline. Our true fly die. Yep. Hmm. Would you guys rather have X-ray vision or super hearing? I wouldn't care about no borders though. True, true. I mean, you are sort of a bastion of hope. You, Emma, you can go in and help people with the right intentions. For me, I mean, I gotta say super hearing because if I go with the latter, it opens up a lot of questions, and we don't want to have to answer those questions here on this stream, or maybe ever. I'm pretty nosy. Well, I mean, as a previous reporter, I can't fault you for that. I mean, I have in my time been known to perk my ears up and listen in on some conversations in the past. At least catch a cool detail or two. Oh, and once again, reminder for anyone coming into the stream: like and subscribe, everyone. It helps this channel immensely. And one question for the chat: is there a character that you want to see in a movie that hasn't been introduced yet? Is there someone that's maybe that's not even on the slate yet to be introduced? Ooh, you make a great point there. Low key, without the perfect stuff for X-ray vision, you could be a fantastic surgeon, maybe. Yeah, I mean, you could immediately see where the issues are. It'd be a lot less invasive in that way, at least. A human X-ray X-ray machine. So, just hospitals could really benefit from you. My man, McFly die. Nightwing in live action, yes, please. I mean, we had him in the Netflix series, and I liked that actor, but come on, we need to see him on the big screen, and not like that Robin from what was it, Batman Robin? Just nope, nope. That's a big nope for me. Red Hood, yeah, I definitely love to explore sort of the mental side of Red Hood, you know, and it would allow us to introduce taking it all the way back to Ra's al Ghul again, and that whole resurrection thing. Jason's my goat for real, for real. I don't blame you for that. He's a fun character. I mean, I did sort of have him near the top of my tier list for Batman sidekicks, I do believe. So I'm right there with you on that one. Hmm. Who would I want to see? Villain wise, I think I'd love to see a version of. I'm gonna try to say this name, Mister Mixius Spitlick. Just a a dimensional imp who just causes chaos wherever he goes. I mean, it could be a fascinating adventure with the fact that he's not really a traditional villain, but he has the power to just mess up your day. Ooh, a prequel or even an Elseworld movies Emma or series for Under the Red Hood. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of elements there I think could fit well with that whole series idea, and you get to see again a sort of a evolution of Jason in a way. Oh, and for anyone who missed it off the top, when I asked would you rather be a member of the Justice League or the Teen Titans? I was personally thinking the Titans because they feel like much more of a tight knit group. They're a bunch of fun loving people, and they also seem kind of more coordinated. Because I feel like if I joined the Justice League, there'd be a lot of tension. Both with their powers. Batman sort of questioning things morally, Superman thinking he's in the right. There'd be a lot more worldwide stuff going on, and with the Titans, you get to sort of localize, but also, you could have a little fun with it. Oh, and we'll say to the people who recommended a Skeletor skit, I'm currently working on getting a costume for that. Actually, I promise you, it's in the works. I had a deal lined up to get a costume for that. It fell apart. And so I'm working on finding a new costume, which I might just. I don't want to just do the voice because I feel like you guys might really deserve a bit more of that effort. My vote would be Titans as well. Less drama in states while still getting to fight crime with a good team. Nice. Glad you agree. Yeah, it just feels more homey, low key. You could become friends with the people that you're with even more. And I mean, they're fun characters. Also, side note, and shout out JJ for this one. But Raven is kind of just a tiny bit OP. She can really do anything. Starfire too. I mean, she has a lot of opportunities as well. I'm glad we're getting a consensus here on Titans. Yeah, it just feels like the right choice, I'd say. Oh, and for fans of Batman villains, Two Face is coming in a skit too. Uh, you guys saw him very briefly in the Gotham Mayor skits, but I have a whole fun skit some plan that I just haven't gotten to yet. But I'm working on it. Ooh, excited about this possible Skeletor skits, and thank you very much. Yeah, I'm excited about it too. I've got a first script already written up. I'll hint that it kind of feels like my Riddler skit or my Thrive skit. So I like to sort of introduce the character with their own sort of space before throwing them off into having them interact with other characters. Though I guess with Spider-Man, I kind of had to bring them in and have him working with other uh, people because otherwise it's just a Marvel skid. So. Alright, I've already asked all those questions. And well, Emma, while I have you guys here, and like Emma, is there anything you guys want to know about me, or is there anything that's been sort of a burning question in your mind that you've wanted to maybe ask on a stream that you haven't had a chance to do yet? Also, gotta say this chat is super fun. I love this community. You guys are amazing. I know I have done a couple of videos where I've answered viewers' questions, and if I ever miss you guys, you guys can always comment on that video as well, and I'd be happy to answer those questions and let you guys get to know me even more. Favorite DC character? I know I mentioned Batman before. He's definitely at the top. I have like a. I'd also say when one viewer mentioned this, it reminded me like I'm a huge fan of the question too. The guy is just he's such an interesting character to me. I can't even describe it exactly, but he's one of those guys that I think again needs to be seen on the live screen. We need to see him in a movie. Have you taken acting classes before? Or had theater as a hobby? In high school, I was in a couple drama classes, and I really enjoyed those. I kind of put it to to the wayside when I went through college and did my whole reporting stuff. But after that, I feel like it carried me back here, and I'm not regretting it because I'm hanging out with all you amazing people right now. Hmm. If I could play in a role, who would I want to be? Well, uh, I mean, I people have said I do a very nice Riddler. That was sort of my introduction to this whole channel, and so I'd be fascinated if I got to sort of take the character and see if I could grow it into more than just like a C-list villain. There's and again, I think the question would be a fun one to play, especially if we did like the Justice League version where he's a bit of a conspiracy theorist. I think that would fit. That would be fun to play, and it would fit well. I think. Not that I'm a conspiracy theorist myself, but just the questioning society a little bit thing, which I did in my past role a bit, keeping governments accountable, local governments mostly, when I was a reporter. I'm glad I used my microphone today because there's some construction going on a few houses down near in a park area, so I didn't want to burden you guys with all the ground shaking noise that has been going on throughout the day. Yeah, and I'm curious, uh, throwing the favorite hero or villain of yourselves back to you. Who's your favorite character? Ooh, voice acting role. Thank you. I'm glad you love my range of voices. Riddle fan. That didn't come out right. Riddle fans. Just the local villains causing mayhem. Nothing to see here, folks. Yeah, that sounds about right. Batman. Always Batman. Clark. Gotta say that that voice is fun, but it does play on my throat sometimes. And sometimes I need to psych myself into the role a little bit. Like if I'm doing condiment, I'm a condiment king. I need to, say a line that I said in one of the other roles, or not other roles, but other videos that I have done. I'm still looking for like an iconic voice for the Flash. I mean, the Flash's voice right now is just kind of, me. It kind of sounds more like me. Though it's hard to sort of figure out what Barry Allen's voice would sound like. Will say it was fun playing the Reverse Flash when I had the chance to in that one meme skit. Ooh, Spider Man. Yeah, I'm definitely. Uh, if we're crossing universes, I'm definitely Peter Parker. Favorite heroes across franchises would probably include Starfire, Spider Man, and Mantis. Favorite villains is much harder to decide. Yeah, I'm with you there. I mean, there are a lot of fun villains. I'm very interested to see what the MCU does with Doctor Doom. I know Downey is returning to the MCU. I would have been more interested to see what they did with a different actor, but maybe he brings another side of himself, which would be interesting. But yeah, Starfire is a super cool Emma character. I mean, we already talked about how I like the Titans and how they sort of are really fun in a way. Bullseye, Magneto, and Venom. Ooh, we are Venom. I actually just watched the uh, Venom Last Dance the other day, so that's actually kind of fitting. And gotta ask as well. I mean, anyone have any fun, cool plans for the weekend, or just kind of chilling, maybe, or anyone going on vacation like I did, maybe? What I think of Last Dance? It was interesting. I mean, I liked moments of it. There was some emotional depth to the movie. I I did feel the loss of Venom and some Eddie Brock having to sort of move on with his life after that, but I don't know. I feel like I still want to see more of that character. It's unfortunate that they never really got to have him interact with Spider-Man. Aw, sorry, McFly. Your vacation is over. Yeah, I have 1 week left here, but yeah, it sucks when you just have to get back full time and go through the daily routine. Oh, driver's test tomorrow. Good luck. Hope you do well. Tom Hardy should have been the MCU. Yeah, I very much agree there. I mean, uh, him playing Venom kind of felt like his redemption from Bane a little bit, and he was able to sort of lead a franchise. And I I really want to see him tangle with Spider Man. Maybe they can do like a multiversal thing in the future, like they did with Garfield and Maguire. But yeah, is what it is right now, I guess. I mean, this soft reboot of the MCU too. I'm not so sure about, but we'll have to see. Good to see everyone supporting each other in this chat too. Again, this really speaks to the fact that you guys are an amazing community. You just bring the best out in everyone. Yeah, I'm liking him as Bane. I mean, again, I'm his acting was nice. If he wasn't held back for the voice changer, maybe it would have hit a little better, I'd say. But that's my opinion. If only I had a Bane costume. Just like I've only been able to do like the post Venom Bane, but I guess the tubes and everything would be kind of bulky, sitting over here. But maybe someday. Maybe someday. And yeah, I'm looking to sort of add new characters to the to my own comedy universe whenever I can. So uh, crossovers have been fun. I loved having John Wick because he was one of my favorites movie protagonists over the last few years. I I kind of binged his full series very quickly, and the fact that he does his own martial arts is really cool as well. I just don't know how to otherwise do Bane in live action. Yeah, you're making good points. I'm I would be interested to see like maybe they do the original mask and maybe have more of a I don't want to say Latino actor, but like someone closer to Bane's sort of region that's maybe we get to see him grow up in sort of the squalor that that he was in and see him because I think a origin story for him would be fascinating. The tubes kind of make him look over the top. Yeah, yeah, they do. I mean, again, that's what's kind of held me back from doing like a full live action. Is like be sitting like this, probably with these things on me, on me, or I'd have to get my ring lights to, or sort of give the full dimension of the actual costume. Hmm. You can build him up a bit, like with Arkham Origins, and as the movies go on, he gets bigger and bigger. Yeah, ooh, that'd be fun. It's kind of like I don't want to parallel this with Brand New Day again, but like Spider-Man looking at the Hulk and going, "I didn't know you could get that big." Seeing the Hulk sort of grow in size as he gets rage could work well for Bane too. I mean, as he perfects that venom, and maybe uh, work on his mental state as well. See how the venom sort of slowly drives him a little more insane. It works for games and animated. Yeah, I agree there. And to the one person who said I could voice a role, I mean, it would be fun to try and voice Bane. I guess I'm doing the Harley Quinn voice. Fairly new to DC. Is Batman morally superior to Superman? It depends on the version. You could definitely have a bit more of a dictator Batman. Majority of the time, Superman's the one that's in the wrong. I mean, look at Injustice, how he kind of snapped and just went crazy on the villains. But normally, Batman is the one to sort of stand up and say, we're not gods. We're heroes. We're meant to save people, not to impose our will." Though, if we're getting into Owlman, that's a whole other territory. And I mean, Flashpoint Batman exists, and I'll let you look that up. But Thomas Wayne as Batman with guns is interesting. Bat's the goat. Yep, I very much agree there. Oh, and if you guys have any ideas on what I could do on to a future live stream on, I'm looking to do these more to to chat with you guys to maybe bring some characters on the roll characters on the roll. Characters into a live stream like I did with a supervillain guy on my first one. Hey, dog. Good to see you. I wish DC came out with their version of Marvel Rivals. Yeah, I guess you could argue that Injustice is kind of like that, but I mean, yeah. If you have like an expansive roster, uh, I mean, Marvel has actually been kind of winning that war a little bit with some of their other games, like Clash and everything else. The Capcom games. I would like to see DC sort of get into that space a little bit more, and it would allow them to sort of broaden their base a bit. Would definitely show up to these streams often. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to see you, and it's yeah, these streams are a lot of fun. I will admit I do get a little nervous going into them because you never know with a stream whether technology will hang up, if my mind will you know work. But it's always fun just respond to you guys, come up with ideas, and seeing how it all goes. I guess we need a new Arkham game. Yeah, uh, I'm 50-50 on that because Rocksteady had an amazing trilogy, and then I'm not sure if I trust game developers now, especially with what's happening with the whole Sony physical games thing going on. You're a natural at this. No need to worry. Oh, thank you very much, McFly guy. Yeah, I look forward to bringing new ideas to you guys, and it's always a fun chat. Actually, Emma, speaking of Nightfall, I think it'd be fascinating to do a bit of a Nightfall game. Maybe be able to to play Azrael, some of the broader characters, defend Gotham while Batman's gone. Also facing off with Bane. I know that would be a scripted loss, but it'd be a fun fight at least. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the digital only releases. I'm either. There's a whole other rant. Just one to push out. It's like I'm a lover of physical properties, and the idea that companies can just take things away from you the moment that they feel like it. It feels like you're like, what are we buying? We're buying something that we can play for a short period of time, or we're buying something that we can be nostalgic about, that we can, go back to. Like, I still play GTA 5. A lot of times I just go in and cause chaos because that's a lot more fun. I'd find. Elvis 10 gallon hat Presley. Have a great day. It was great to have you on the stream, and I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. And good luck on your shift. WMOD, I don't really have an issue with digital only, but as long as they don't mess with the ownership rights, I'm okay with that. But PlayStation making that choice regardless is going to hurt PS6 sales. Yeah, they're definitely shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. The Arkham Azrael design was so good. Oh yeah, you really felt that when he first came in. He has this presence. It's just it's pretty amazing. Yeah, I agree. Laws that protect consumers. That's something that I think we need to. Hey, is there any politicians watching the stream? Anyone who's going to watch the stream in the future? Let's get on it. Canada, U.S., UK. protect the consumers. We need to be able to have our properties, and let's not get caught up in the situation that we're in right now. Rocksteady cooked way too much with Arkham Knight. Yeah, they were really on top. Like with them and GTA and everything else, they really set up a whole empire. And I guess they maybe took their time making amazing games. We'll say Gotham Knights wasn't exactly great, but that may be another franchise for another day to talk about. Yeah, I agree with you. The big companies have way too much power, and I don't know if you guys know how the power dynamic in companies works here in Canada, but there's definitely a monopoly system. Like we have like 3 or 4 companies that are allowed to run grocery stores. We have a lot. Rogers and Bell are able to run the big telecoms. So yeah, we need a lot more choice. I definitely agree, and I'm a yeah. That's my other semi rant for the day. A simple remaster of Arkham Knight would suffice. Yeah, I mean that would sort of play on the nostalgia, and that I mean being able to use present day's technology to make it even sharper, I think would make it some maybe even a fun, a more fun game to revisit. Also, we need more character games. I'd like to see like a Wonder Woman game, maybe. I know there was talk of a Superman game. I don't know where that went. If that's still in direction or not. I'd love to see maybe a Flash game, not like Flash the technology, but Flash the character. Iron Man game published by EA. I'm not sure where I stand on EA. The Sims was okay. Their sports games are meh, up and down. Like they do update them over time, but EA is kind of all over the place. But that's my opinion, of course. EA, I'm just saying it. I'm not coming for you. Oof. EA making the DLC for Sims 4 like behind that paywall. Dear Lord. There's way too much of that some microtransaction stuff going on. It's just it feels like I'm a lot more profiteering, which I hate for the space because come on, you're making these games for gamers. Don't exploit them. Games today are so expensive that it's very costly taking a chance with a new IP. Yeah, I hear you there. The prices are insane. Oof. Yeah, that's why I played Sims 3 for so long that I did. Because like it felt like they didn't exactly. The animation was different, sure, but it felt like you were kind of losing stuff in a bit with the advancements that they made in the game. The only game company that still has my respect is Rockstar. If they mess up with GTA 6, the whole world's gonna come at them with pitchforks. Oh lord, yeah. I can't imagine. I mean, we've been waiting for this game for checks notes forever now. I mean, there's got to be a lot of anticipation for this game right now. And again, this goes back to the physical release thing. Rockstar needs to tell Sony, hey, we are going to produce our own physical copies, I think, and then maybe that would some sort of help spur their own sales. But I'm feeling they won't disappoint though. Yeah, I really like the trailer that they've set up. It looks seems like it's going to be a very interesting game, uh, and having a female protagonist is going to be a lot of fun, I think, too, because we haven't really had that yet, and a whole Bonnie and Clyde sort of dynamic could be fun. Yeah, the deluxe edition. they, yeah, those are definitely cash grabs to me. Beyond GTA 6, is there maybe a game that you guys are excited about that's hasn't come out yet? Because I actually can't think of too many games beyond that have been sort of in production that are coming up in the next year or so. Ooh, yeah. Well, Wolverine looks like looks gonna be fascinating. I kind of like the mechanics of the that they showed in the game. Sort of that rage meter a bit that they have him become more a little more powerful that way. And yeah, there are pros and cons to open worlds. I mean, I did love the open world elements of Hogwarts Legacy. That was a game that it was really fun to explore as a bit of a Potter fan. Ooh, yes, suit of animations, yes, please. I mean, I keep seeing the older animation where the CGI was kind of mixed in with the original animation. It actually kind of made kind of a cool design. So it would be fascinating to see what they do with them and how many suits they make available to you as well. Because Iron Man has so many, and I'd love to see over time, kind of like a Iron Man skins in a way. And this has me thinking of the Injustice Bruce Wayne skins. Just picture a Tony Stark business suit flying around. I think it would lead to a lot of fun viral videos. Don't really play video games all that much. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, plenty of other things to do for sure. Ooh, I almost forgot about Lego Batman 2026. That one looks really good. I've I've been low key a fan of the Lego games. I mean, me and my sister used to cause a lot of chaos in it. It's fun how you can kind of have infinite lives. Punch the characters out, freeze them, do a lot of funny stuff, and have them show right back up again. And then I'm doing the adventures as well. Yeah, exactly. It's just like it's a game where you can mix sort of gameplay with also creativity. You can just do stuff that makes you laugh endlessly. And I do love the exploration of the Bat family, of course. Games will probably cost a monthly subscription to own each one. Oh Lord, please no. I'm probably agreeing with that assessment, but it's also a very scary assessment. It's we definitely need to start petitioning these companies like right away. That's gamers aren't going to take the whole uh digital only thing. And as a side note, will tease that Thread's going to be returning. So for all the Invincible fans out there, I have another skit, that sort of mixes him with the DC universe, which I'm excited to bring to life. Now, if I mentioned everyone I'm excited to bring to life, it would be a full live stream in itself. So maybe I won't tease every single piece of content, but there's one for you. Security issue. I'm not sure about that one. I never really got into the the COD games, but I have a lot of friends who did. So eh, glad you enjoyed Brand New Day, because I really did too. Just feels like one of Marvel's best that they've made in a long time. Feel like they're sort of returning to their roots, which again is kind of scary for the James Gunn universe. They need to really start to pick up their game a bit. Thank you very much, EA, EA Thomps, E Thomps. Trying to read on a little screen is fun sometimes. Just glad they made a movie where everything isn't on the brink of defeat and the villain or yeah, it really felt like there was they had multiple third acts. It just felt like you were on the edge of your seat just as you defeated the so-called villain, but then there was a whole twist, which I really liked the way that they structured the plot. And yeah, I mean we need to keep some characters alive so that we can have an extended universe, especially with I do not know what their universe is after Secret Wars. Nice to see you, No Drip Tom. Have a great day. Thanks for being on the stream. It was a great chat with you, and good luck with the rest of your day. Yeah, I can see that with Marissa Tomei. I can definitely see that. And actually, Tom's announcement is probably good timing because I need to get back to some real life stuff. But it was a great live stream with all of you. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for this, and I'll keep you guys apprised of when the next stream will be, and of course when the next skits will come out. So keep an eye on the channel, and once again, reminder: like and subscribe. Peace, peace. There, peace. I'm used to this. Have a great day, everyone.